Welcome students once again. In this session, we are going to discuss the midday meal program. In that, and we are going to see first what is community nutrition program or what are the different community nutrition programs that are governed by the Indian government. Then what is midday meal program, beneficiaries of this midday meal program, and the actual program of this midday meal program, and what is the actual mechanism to carry out this program. Okay. And in previous lecture, we have seen the malnutrition. In that, we have seen the undernutrition, that are the protein energy malnutrition, and the main disorders related to this protein energy malnutrition. That was a question. Okay. Now, in this lecture, we are going to see the midday meal program, the actual midday meal program, beneficiaries of midday meal program. Okay. So this chapter or this session is basically to understand what is midday meal program, then to know about the beneficiaries which are get benefited through this program, and understand the actual MDM, that is the actual midday meal program, and history regarding this midday meal program, and actual the program which is carried out in which state we are going to see that also. So in this figure, you can see this is the complete meal, you can say. So in Indian diet, that Indian diet actually involves the complete food. Okay, the complete food that consists of all the vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbohydrates, like that. So here you can see the rice, which is rich in the vitamins and some minerals, like vitamin A and some mineral and protein also. Then here you can see some cereals and grains. The dals, as you know, they are very rich source of proteins. Then this involves a curd also. The curd is rich source of the lactobacillus. So these are some organisms which help to digest the food basically. So you need to involve this kind of bacteria also in your food to digest the food whatever you have taken, right? So these are all as the probiotic bacteria. Now let's discuss first what is community nutritional program. Okay, there are various community nutritional programs that are governed by the Indian government nowadays until 1950s actually. So we'll discuss what is the program. The government of India has initiated several large-scale military programs that is to improve the nutritional status of the population. Right? As in previous lecture, we are discussing what is malnutrition, what is undernutrition. So these all malnutrition that is because of the deficiencies of proteins and the vitamins. Okay, so to overcome these deficiencies of proteins and the vitamins or minerals that leads to the undernutrition, and undernutrition that leads to the diseases like kwashiorkor, like diseases. Okay, so to overcome these diseases, this Indian government um, has provided this kind of nutritional program. What are these programs? We are going to see one by one. The first program is that vitamin A prophylaxis program. What is this program? We have already discussed in previous lecture. That is to overcome the night blindness, to overcome the xerophthalmia, keratomalcia, like this. Okay. So this is actually governed by the Ministry of Health and the Family Welfare. Okay. So this vitamin A prophylaxis program that involves the supplementation of the vitamin A doses. Okay, they provide the supplement for the vitamin A or the doses of vitamin A, and they encourage or they promote people to use the vitamin A rich food or to consume vitamin A rich food. Okay. Then next is the prophylaxis against the nutritional anemia. As you know, what is nutritional anemia? That is because of the deficiency of iron. Okay. So the deficiency of iron that leads to the nutritional anemia. Right. So to overcome this nutritional anemia, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare is doing is providing a dosage of the iron, and the elemental iron they are providing, and the folic acid tablets are provided to the school going girls and some nursing mothers also for their pregnancy or to prevent their baby from nutrition anemia. Then involved is the Iodine Deficiency Disorder Control Program, that is IDD, right? Iodine Deficiency Disorder Prevention, that is again carried out by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Okay, in this program, they provide the iodized salt and the enriched oil tablets, the intramuscular injections of this iodine. Okay, so this Ministry of Health and Welfare is doing well for this IDD also, and mainly they are working to prevent the goiter disease. That is because of the iodine deficiency, as we have already discussed about this detail, right? Then next is the special nutrition program that is again carried out by the Ministry of Social Welfare. So this belongs to the different nutritional programs. They provide the different nutritional food to the same mother to children as well as some adult also. Then the next program is the Balwadi Nutrition Program that is carried out again by the Ministry of Social Welfare. Okay, so this program provides nutritional recipes like khichdi, dal, or many other nutritional recipes to the Balwadi children or the Anganwadis also. Okay, so the Balwadi children are the junior KG or the preschool children, you can say. So this Ministry of Social Welfare provide the khichdi or the many other nutritional recipes like there is one recipe that is made up of ragi as well as so they provide that kind of recipe to provide their nutritional needs. Then the next program is ICDS program that is again carried out by the Ministry of Social Welfare. Okay, so about this ICD we are going to see in the next lecture. Then the next is midday meal program that is again carried out by the Ministry of Education, and the midday meal scheme that is Ministry of Human Resources and the Development. So about this program in this session we are going to discuss in detail. So what is actual midday meal program? We'll see. Okay, so here this figure that suggests the complete food or the these are the sources of the vitamins and the minerals that we included in our daily diet to fulfill our nutrition or the mineral need. Now, this midday meal program, it comes to the main topic of this session, that is the midday meal program that is initiated in 1961. Okay, so this is also called as school lunch program. Okay, so in this program is mainly for the school going children. Okay, that is the age group of, you can say, from 5 to 15 years. Okay, so this involves the school classes like from first standard to the eighth standard. They provide this midday meal or the one-time lunch, you can say. So that's why this program is called as the school lunch program, as they provide one-time lunch to the school-going children. Okay. So the primary objective of this midday meal program is to provide full enrollment and to retain them aiming at the movement. Okay, so the main objective of this midday meal program is what? That is, they want to increase the school enrollment. Okay, that is the attendance of children they want to increase. Okay, as you know, in India there is a huge or the major class of labor is there. So the children of this labor, they do not allow their child to go to the schools as they are not having enough money to pay the school fees. Okay, so they take their children along with them to do the labor work. Okay, so because of this, the student cannot be educated. So to avoid this also, the midday meal program they provide one-time lunch. So for this reason, at least this labor or some remote area people, they send their children to the school at least to have a one-time meal. Okay, that is food they have in that school. So they send their children to the school, and by that means their children get educated. So there is no literacy, or will go for there will be the no literacy because of this midday meal program in future also. So here in this picture you can see this midday meal program provides the khichdi that contains the rice, pulses, or any other grains also that provides the nutritional needs, that is protein and energy to overcome the diseases like kwashiorkor. Okay. So the meal offered SLE here in this midday meal program is a supplement and non-susceptible to the home diet. Okay. As this is one-time lunch, it is cooked food or it is the khichdi. Okay. Most of the time they provide khichdi. So this khichdi that is not enough actually, as our body requires so many minerals and nutrients for the actual one or the for healthy life. So this khichdi that does not fulfill all the nutrients needed. Okay, but at least one time they get protein and the energy by having this meal. Okay. So the meal supplies at least one third of the total energy requirement and half of the protein requirement. Okay. So as they providing energy as well as protein through this meal, so those children can be prevented from this kwashiorkor and marathon that comes under the undernutrition. Right. So the cost of milk, as we can discuss, these are the low cost recipes for the cost of this rice or they are reasonably low. Okay, if you have visited to the ration shop, you can see the prices of that rice, that is unpolished rice, and the pulses are very low, so that the government of India can provide this rice and the pulses of the grain to this kind of to the school very easily. Okay, so the meal is such that I can be easily prepared in the school. Okay, so what kind of meal should be there in that school for this midday meal program? That is the recipe for this meal that should be the easy and not complicated for the making. As the schools are not having the well furnished kitchen, okay, and some teachers also can't make so healthy recipe or the nutritional recipes as much. So the recipe should be the simple and quick and less time consuming. Okay, to fulfill the need of the children or at least one or at least a midday lunch. Okay, then locally available food should be used. That is, we are discussing. That is rice, dal, or pulses are given here. So they are locally available. So this can be used for this meal or to make the khichdi in the school. Then the menu should be frequently changed to avoid the monopoly. Okay. So why should those people can have to change this recipe, because they are providing, if they are providing khichdi for a month. Okay, so for a month, those child can get only the nutrients which are rice and the pulses are having. Okay, so they will have the deficiency of other nutrients. So to fulfill the deficiency of other nutrients, they should change the recipes regularly. Okay, so this program that should give children, that is food stuff, this is given in this table. Food stuff is given here. That is the requirement of food or the minerals. A gram per day per child is given. So here you can see the cereal and millet that should be given to the child 75 gram per day per child. Then the requirement of pulses per child is 30 gram. Then oil and fat that are required for child is 8 gram. Then leafy vegetable, one child required, that is 30 gram. And the non-leafy vegetables, that is the 30 gram per day per child. So these are the daily requirements of children's body. That is the daily requirement of nutrients per gram. Okay. Now this midday meal scheme, that is now we have discussed the midday meal program. Now this midday meal scheme is actually get started in August 1990. Okay. So Tamil Nadu was the first state to carry out this midday meal scheme, and the second state was the Gujarat. Okay, so the objective of this program is to universalization of the primary education, as well as increasing school enrollment. As we have discussed, this program, this scheme is mainly for to increase the enrollment of the attendance of the school-going children. So that means those children can be educated. Right? So here in this figure, you can see the children are having the meal, that is midday meal and of the khichdi. Okay, so this program that get revised in 2004. Okay, so initially the school-going children of class 1 to 5 was benefited by this program, but after 2004, the class 1 to 8 was involved for this midday meal program. This class 1 to 8 students nowadays get this meal or this midday meal program or they get benefited. So it was implemented in 2408 blocks in the first year, and gradually by the end of the 1997 to 1998, whole country was covered by this midday meal program. Okay, so all states of this of our country they started this midday meal program at the end of 1997 to 1998. Okay. So, as we are discussing the daily requirement of nutrients, that is 300 kilocalorie and 8 to 12 grams of protein content provided to children in class of 1 to 5 before 2004, but after 2004, class 1 to 8 was involved for this midday meal. Now, some suggestions for the preparation of nutritional meal is there. Okay, so these are some suggestions. We'll discuss one by one. So the to be stored, food to be stored in airtight containers. Whatever food is given to this midday meal program or to the school-going children, that should be placed in airtight bottles or airtight containers. Whatever the material they are using, that should be the airtight to avoid the airborne infection. Okay, so as you know, there are many airborne infections due to which those child can be affected. To avoid that, the container should be airtight and clean also. Then use whole wheat or the broken wheat, that is to fulfill the carbohydrate requirement or the protein requirement of the children. Then rice should be the parboiled or unpolished. Okay. Why rice should be unpolished? Because to avoid or to prevent the loss of the nutrient value of that rice, that should be the unpolished. Okay, so the unpolished rice is very rich in some vitamin A and some proteins also. So they should not be overcooked also. Then the single dish meal with the vegetables is advisable. A single meal that should contain some vegetables or the green leafy vegetables that will be the again good source for the iron and the minerals that should be included in their meal. Then cereal pulse combination should be given. Whatever the khichdi they are providing, that should contain the cereal pulse. Okay, that is for again to fulfill their protein and energy requirement to prevent the undernutrition. Then sprouted pulses should be included as they are very rich source of the minerals and vitamins also. Then the whatever whatever food or the vegetable they are using, that should be washed or clean, okay, before cooking. As they can also be responsible for the foodborne infections. Okay. Then the fermentation improves the nutritional value. As you know, fermentation, that means they increase some lactobacillus for the bacteria which will be helpful for the digestion of food. So the fermented food is also digestion of food in our body. The cooking must be done with lead to avoid the wastage of nutrients. So these are some suggestions given here. Then lastly, overcooking should be avoided to prevent the loss of nutrients and avoid reheated oil also. Because as you know, this reheated oil or used oil that release some toxins. which are harmful for our body, the children's body. So they should avoid this reheated oil also to carry out this midday meal program very smoothly. So this was all about the midday meal program. Okay. Then yes, lastly, leafy tops of carrot radish should be used in cooking as they are very rich source of vitamin A and many other minerals. And lastly, only iodized salt should be used as for the prevention of goiter, okay, or the prevention of iodine deficiency disorder, that is the fortification of fortified or the iodine salt should be used for this meal or to prepare this. So here in this diagram, you can see these children are having midday lunch and rice and dal they are using or to fulfill their nutrient need or protein and energy need. Yes, now students, you have assignment that here you have to attend two questions. First is explain midday meal program, and second is explain nutritional program. You have to enlist the nutritional program, various nutritional programs. Okay, and you can upload your on class Google Drive and on my email ID also, that is radiation.ac.in. Okay. Now, at the end of this session, we have discussed so many things about this midday meal session or midday meal program. So we have studied what is midday meal program, then various other nutritional programs also, and the beneficiaries of this midday meal program and the actual program. Okay, and there were some suggestions also for to improvise the midday meal. Okay, so this was all about the midday meal program. Thank you so much. So in the next lecture, we are going to see the overnutrition, okay, and the causes of overnutrition and the disorder related to this